Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I'm Barbara. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm in zone 7A. I'm in the state of Tennessee. And y'all, this weather, it seems like we're always talking about the weather because you know what? The weather, I don't want to say controls, but it plays a large part in our gardening. And it's still raining, y'all. It is still raining. It has been very gloomy today, thunderstorms, all of the things. It's now an hour before it gets dark, and this is really the only time I've had to work outside. I came out this morning. It was not working weather. I did some stuff in the tunnel and I went back in the house, and now I'm back out here again to try to do a few things. And again, I've talked about before how sometimes we're waiting for that big span of time, like a whole weekend, a whole day, 3 or 4 hours. And a lot of times I don't have it like that. Either it's because of my schedule or it's because of the weather. And so I'm a proponent of doing what you can when you can. And I always say, if you don't have a 30 minutes, hey, what can you do in 30 minutes? So this morning when I was out here, I probably was out here maybe 20 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. Let me show you what I accomplished this morning in 20 minutes, and then let's get on to the rest of our business today. But let me show you what I did in 20 minutes. Now, this is what I did in 20 minutes. So if you've been watching me, you know that this was all stacked up. I couldn't even like walk up to the raised bed, and I know it's still messy. So this is the no judgment zone, okay? But I started putting, oh my goodness, I stepped on the water hose and it's actually on. Okay, a little sprinkle there. I started stacking up all of my trays, you know, by type and by size, so I can take them in the house and let my daughter washes all my trays and pots for a small fee. And I don't mind paying her to do it because it gets it done and it puts some cash in her pocket. And if you have teenage kids, you know, if they have cash, that means you don't have to get your cash. So that's what we do. Okay, so I stacked up all these pots. I cleared this area. Of course, I still have more to clear. Then I started planting. I did like one little thing of lettuce. There's 6 little lettuces there in my little 6-pack tray. I put those in there in the ground. And then what else did I do? I watered my seedlings. Let's look at the seedlings. You can see the seedlings. We're having some germination, even better than when I showed you before. So you can see that. And then look here, more of my tomatoes have come up, as you can see there. So germination is happening. We are doing good in the neighborhood. And yep, there's an and I planted, you see these little 6-packs that I got? I showed you on another video how I went to the sale, to the outside place that was selling plants, and I got me 36 plants for $10. I planted 10 of those plants this morning. I did all, and that was in the back of my house. I did all that in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. I came down here just to water my seedlings, but you know, it's hard to come down here and just do one thing. I wanted to water my seedlings because of course I'm trying to keep them moist so that they will go ahead and germinate. And while I was in here, I started stacking up these pots. It only took a few minutes. And I'm like, this mess I've been in, and all it took me was a few minutes. And then I went and put these in the ground, like 10 of them, in the back of my house in 20 minutes. It don't take long, y'all. Don't be waiting for a whole Saturday. Don't be waiting for a whole Sunday. I mean, work all day if you have it. But if you don't have it, y'all, 20 minutes. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Okay, so y'all see, I'm hyped. I'm hyped because I only have a few minutes. And so I thought I would take you along with me. What are we going to do? First thing we're going to do is that we're going to actually sow some basil. I told you that my basil is going to seed early. I've never had that happen. Don't know what's made it happen. I don't even have time or the mental capacity to try to figure it out. I'm just going to plant some more. And I'm going to try to harvest what I can. The thing is that here's one of the tricky things when it comes to gardening for me. You're planting, you're harvesting, but once you harvest it, you got to do something with it, right? And so the basil, until I know I can make pesto, I haven't harvested it. And putting it in the freezer like that, just, I don't know, it didn't work for me. Now I did read somewhere, and y'all feel like I'm rambling. I mean, come on, y'all keep up with me. Keep up with me. Keep up with me. Y'all know how I do. So on the basil, I feel like last time I put it in the freezer, it turned like this black and brown because of the moisture. I read somewhere, I think it was last night, that if you rub it with olive oil and then put it in the freezer, it'll work. I don't know. Y'all tell me. I really just want to harvest my basil, go in the house, make pesto, freeze the pesto. That's what I want to do. But I know that I'm not going to want to make pesto tonight, so I don't want to harvest my basil. Anybody else have those dilemmas? Like, once you harvest it, you got to do something with it. And the way my schedule is set up, it gets to be a challenge. But I should have brought my list out here. I got a list of things that I need to get done this week. Y'all know I made this garden to-do list a few weeks ago, and it really like kept me on track. I had like a list of 15 things, and I got all those things knocked out. I wrote it down, like I typed it up and I printed it out, and I had it with me in the tunnel. Worked great. The following 2 or 3 weeks, I had it in my head, and I feel like I didn't get as much done. I think there is power in writing things down. That's my gospel. That's my truth. If it don't work for you, okay, you know what I say. If it don't work, you know, don't do it. But I really believe there is power in writing things down. It works for me in my personal life, in my business life. It's something about writing it down, at least, especially if you're a checkoff person, to get it done. And so I need to go back to actually writing my list down and get it out of my head. So some things that I need to get done this week is I need to get my garlic and my onions, my yellow and red onions, and all of my garlic. I need to get them prepared for storage. So I need to, like, you know, trim off the tops, get them cleaned up, and get them in the root cellar ready to store. Right now they're in my garage still curing, and they have done curing. They're ready to be stored. So I need that as top of the list this week. But let's start our basil seeds. Y'all, it's so muggy out here. Like, it's not hot, but it's very, very, very humid. The humidity in here is 83%. Okay, so here's our little container of basil. We have all different kinds. And so the first thing I'm looking at is to see which has the shortest maturity, because we are in the first week of July. And so we need something with short maturity. Let's see. I can barely read that. That's what happens when you know, when you get older. Y'all, I gotta pull it on. I gotta pull it on back. I gotta pull it back. No judgment, okay? This is the no judgment zone. This is the no judgment zone, and this is the safety zone, okay? If you wanna judge, you're in the wrong place. I don't think it has it on here. Okay, let's see. Cardinal basil. I just realized I haven't seen any cardinal basil. I knew I grew some, but it looks like that. I haven't seen any red flowers like that. Okay. I'm looking for the maturity date. Okay, let me look on another packet. That's why, like, some of these packets, they tell you, and then some of them do not. Okay, on one of these, it says 74 days. I'm going to assume, but that's not the one that I want to do. So I'm going to assume that most of these are the same, and I'll look it up. But I'm thinking basil is, I was thinking between 65 to 80 days. Well, if that's the case, we are good to go. So I'm going to do some more Genovese basil. So I think I'm going to do 4 of those and then 2 lemon basils in this little 6-pack right here. And then we will be done. I think that'll be enough. Let me get some more soil to top this off. I love these little 6-packs. It's my new favorite that I did this season. Basil seeds are so small, so I'll probably get extra if it germinates well, because it's so small, it's hard to just do 1 seed. Okay, so we got 4 of those of the, and let me go ahead and make a label. And then we're going to do 2 lemon basil. Just because my lemon basil went to flower, I want to try some lemon basil in my food. And then I'm gonna make I didn't think about making pesto with the lemon basil. Let me know if you guys have done lemon basil and how you have used it. Like, what dishes did you put it in? None of these markers are marking. That's why I buy packs of these, and I don't know if I have any more out here. I may have to, they may be at the house. Let's see. Bingo, bingo. Let me know if you guys have done lemon basil. Let me know if you've made pesto out of it, or if you have put it in your food, and if so, what type of dishes did you put it in? Let me know. Okay, there's a marker that works well. Okay, that's the wrong. Okay, so now let's put the lemon basil in there. And that lemon basil, y'all, it smells so good. So very good. So I'm curious to see how you guys use it. And y'all tell me why it flowered so quickly. Tell me what, is it because it's hot? But I mean, it was hot last summer and it didn't do that. And maybe because I didn't prune it quick enough and prune it enough. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's that. And I think I did a video last year about my pesto. So I don't think I'll do a video on that again, because I think I did that last year. Didn't I? I think I did. If you like pesto, it's the bomb.com. Okay, so now let's moisten these seeds. I normally pre-moisten. That's what I should have did. So I'm just going to have this on mist. And then, let me back up. That's coming out a little powerful. And then let me do these. Okay. All right, so we got that done. Okay, so now I'm out here in the outside garden. So I did the basil, I watered that, and then I went ahead and watered the rest of the beds. Made sure the drip was on to do the stuff in the ground. And now we're out here. Y'all, it is so, like, under my feet, it's like spongy because of the water. And just how much it's rained. Like, it has rained a whole lot. I think we're like on day 4 or 5. And we're having a few drainage issues. Ooh, y'all got to turn, oh, that sunflower is so pretty. Y'all know that sunflower? I know I'm all over the place. Y'all know the sunflower that I told you was planted in the wrong place that it was supposed to, because I put my sunflowers usually at the end of each row, and somehow one ended up in the middle of the garden. Let me turn y'all around. This thing is so pretty. You know what? It's exactly where it's supposed to be. Let me show you. Y'all, look at that sunflower. It is right where it's supposed to be. It is so pretty. It's like, when I looked up, it's like it was smiling at me. Oh, so pretty. That's why I have flowers in my garden, because they make me happy. They make me so happy. Okay, back to regular schedule programming. So I'm going to plant some of the things that we got with our little sale, the plants that I got for $10. I started planting some last week, I think Thursday or Friday. Then I planted some more this morning. And so we still have 3 flats left. Let me find something to dig with. I thought I had it out here. Okay, let me go find that. We're going to put some plants in the ground. We got peppers and tomatoes. We're going to do the peppers first and get those in the ground. So in case if it rains again, so be it. You know, get this good rainwater. Let me go find something to dig with. Although I probably won't need it, but let me go find something and we'll get these planted. Okay, so we got all the peppers done. So all I have left now are 6 tomatoes. From what I had out here, I have, I think, 3 more in the back that I didn't get planted because I ran out of space. But I only have 6 tomatoes, and that's the Carolina Gold, which I have to look that up. It's like an orange yellowish color. Right now, I don't know that I have a place to put them, but the whole pepper row is filled up, so that's good with mostly new plants. In terms of tomatoes, I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go and clip the rest of the tomatoes on the trellis that I haven't done yet. So that whole row is done. My husband and son finished pulling up the trellis, but I haven't done my part to kind of prune and clip those to the trellis. And then we still have one more trellis to put in. Y'all pray for these tomatoes. They're on the ground. I mean, I'm at the mercy of my husband's schedule, and that's busy. I'm not complaining. I'm just, yeah, I'm looking that way because I'm waiting for him to come down the driveway at any moment. I don't think he's gonna make it today. But yeah, they're laying on the ground because they're not trellis, that second row of tomatoes. But the first row, let me go ahead and do that part, and then that part will be done. And then I'm gonna fertilize, and I think that's gonna call it for this evening. So let me go get some clips and we'll go do that. Okay, back to the scene of the crime. So I got my clips, just put them in a thing like this, and I got some pruners. So we're gonna clip the rest of this row here that hasn't been clipped as of yet, and try to clean this up. Let me show you kind of what it looks like. This is what we're working with. So just like we did the other half of the row back here, it's a little bit neater. We're gonna do the rest of this row. So all I'm gonna do is prune as I go and clip it to the trellis. This is the part that's just tedious. I think while I had it on time lapse, I did 3 plants. It's so in bad shape of needing to be pruned and really bush at the bottom. And some of it was up under the trellis. I had to be really careful. I already broke 1 branch. So I had to be really careful to kind of get it to a place where I could at least clip it and then just start at the bottom and try to work my way up. But it's all just like tangled in together. It's just tedious. It's about to get dark. And of course, I'm gonna keep on working until I just can't see anymore. But let me go ahead and try to end this video while there's daylight so you can actually see me. But I think, again, the rest of the row, I probably have, let's see, it's probably 25 feet left. I won't get it all done tonight because I probably only have about 15 more minutes before it gets so dark that I won't be able to see. And I certainly won't be able to fertilize tonight. So we'll put that on tomorrow's to-do list, is what we will do. Because we're not gonna get it all done today. But we did get some stuff done today, y'all. We started our basil seeds. We watered the tunnel. We got our peppers planted. So we planted, 12 peppers in the ground. And that was what we did on video. Then I did some more stuff this morning. So every little bit counts. So I probably spent 20 minutes this morning. And I've been out here, let's say 45 minutes or so, backing out, you know, the recording and all that stuff. 45 minutes. So in an hour, we got some stuff done. So if you only have 20 minutes, use your 20 minutes. If you only have an hour, use your hour. Get some stuff done and make a to-do list. Make a to-do list. I'm talking to myself because that's what I'm going to do tonight. Is I'm going to actually write out the things that I need to get done this week. So that I can make sure that it gets accomplished. And then, y'all, before you know it, it's time to start thinking about fall and starting fall seeds. Isn't that wild? I feel like I haven't had my first, like I've had some good harvests, but they haven't had like the big harvest, like all the things like okra, slicing tomatoes. We haven't had that yet. And we're already time to start thinking about what you're going to plant for the fall. So we'll definitely be doing some content around that, and I'll take you guys along. For me, I'm probably not going to start my seeds until another couple of weeks is what I'm thinking. Is I'll probably start like mid-July is what's on my mind right now. I need to kind of get some other stuff done and, you know, get this to a place. I'm wanting to get my trellis up so these tomatoes can be up, clipped, pruned, fertilized, and just get, you know, the pests done, like just get to a good place. And then I feel like I can focus a little bit more on fall, but I got some more stuff to do for the summer, and I'm expecting great things in July. We had some harvest in June, but I'm expecting the big harvest come July and for it to continue. So I hope that your gardens are doing well. I've read many of your comments on my last video, sending encouragement my way. I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. I thank you for encouraging me, sending me kind words. I don't take it for granted, because you don't have to take the time to do that, nor do you have to take time out of your day to spend your time with me. And for that, I say thank you. Remember, this is all a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.